Okay, it's Talen Vision Football Academy. The academy is registered with the Zimbabwe Football Association, and it is based in Bulawayo City. That's the second largest city in Zimbabwe. It originates from the small gold mine village called Labusi, 90 km, 60 to 90 km from Bulawayo, where the academy is another center of excellence under an academic institution with 15 of our youth players of different age groups. Right, in terms of age groups, we started under 13, so that's where we accommodate players with 9, 10, 11, 12 years of age, and under 15, under 17. Each age group consists of 20 players. So mostly we have 60 academic players, and then maybe like the way you do things here, we do accommodate these other players who are not in the academy. Why? Because most of the times when you're dealing with young players, you may not have seen the talent in a young boy at the earliest time, but maybe later on as he or she keeps on training, then that's where you can start to see the potential with that player. So the club is a senior team which compete in the first division. That's the second tier to the Premier League. Then our under 17 youth will be competing in the second division. So we saw to it that in order for these players to develop so fast, we should maybe move them to a more competitive league than playing in the junior league, because there in Zimbabwe we've got the junior league, a provincial junior league for under 13, under 15, under 17s. So we decided, okay, fine, let's have our under 17s, especially the fast learners, the early growers. They play in the second division, and then maybe the late growers, they play in the junior league. So the under 17s will be playing in the second division. Then under 17s now become the feeder to the senior team. Those who will be playing in Division 2, they become the feeder to the senior team. We see a guy is developing very fast. Okay, fine, he can't stay here. So let's push him up. Why? Because he still has age on his side. That's the structure most in terms of how we promote them up to the senior team. Right, then we've got the vision, the project and framework. So first of all, you should know what is it that behind having an academy, a Talen Vision, because we've got the first team. But then we decided, okay, fine, let's have the what? Let's have the academy now. Now we've got the index now. Philosophy and goals. We've got the organization staff. We've got the scouting department. We've got training and development, infrastructure, and then later now, lastly, we have success. Right, on philosophy and goals now. Implementing systematic individual and collective training methods. We try to develop all our youth players in a productive and successful way. While executing in this approach, we hope all our most hardworking and talented players can take the leap and be able to play in the top leagues and national teams. So that's our main aim. The way we develop our players, we try by all means to make sure that those who are talented and the hard workers, not only talented ones only, but even the hard workers. Because last time, remember, I said talent is 5%, but hard work most of the time is 95%. So the hardworking and most talented can take the leap up and then maybe represent provincial teams, regional teams, and even the national teams. All our teams are encouraged to play entertaining, passing football. So you will see when we go to our structures of training, when we talk of entertaining, passing football. Why? These fans, sometimes when they come to watch these games, it's not all fans who come to want to see a win, but sometimes they enjoy seeing football. So they need to see entertaining football. So that's our culture. Development of playing style from development size to the first team. So we align our academy players and even our senior team. So that when we are taking a 15-year-old player to the senior team, he just gets in there and fit in. There are no new things which they want to teach that person, but because why? We're following the same training culture. We've got the same culture. We share the same culture with the senior teams. Emphasis on personal development, that's very important. Like life skills training. We've got a school, education, services, and job education. If the player doesn't do well in football, at least in terms of educational services and job education, so that after, when he fails to play football, he can do something. So, we are not grooming thugs. At least we deal in terms of personality development. Right. Coaches and support staff should understand the team spirit of the football club and serve as a role model. So these are some of the goals which as an academy. And then when we talk of the organization staff now, we've got the technical director, which is the position I'm sitting in now. We needed a coach, qualified coach, a diploma, who will direct all activities and prepare the syllabus for all training issues, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly training templates. So it's very important. It's very important there now. Right, the coaching staff now. Identified, qualified coaches who are good in player development, not only coaches, but who are good in what? Player development. To fill in the gaps in all age groups. The club now will help team coaches to attend high-level coaching clinics for the staff by meeting in between on payments as an investment. Right, then we've got the other structure in our academy: administrators, medical department, school coaches, because we've got a school. So sometimes there are school teachers there who are also coaches. We give them the syllabus. We've got the catering and laundry, groundsmen, women, transport manager, education, welfare, media staff. That's fine. Maybe in terms of our media staff, we're not yet well equipped like Azam. Yes, we have some guys who will make sure that we have the stuff which we want from the academy, the videos, photos, and so forth. We're not yet there in terms of a scientific approach like GPSs. We're not yet there, but we've got our technical staff. We have attended those courses. Nyasha has been doing those courses in Zimbabwe, and our technical staff have been attending these courses. They really know. They are only waiting for the gadgets to be there. But some of the things we do manually, but we have got the scientific approach in terms of player development. Right, in scouting now. Highly intensive regional scouting, 0 to 40 kilometers from the base, under 9 to under 14. Why? Because they are still under parental guidance. And then under 15 to 20 nationwide in neighboring countries. If we see a good guy here, maybe we think maybe as this boy is taking longer to get to the Premier League. Who knows? Maybe we can say, okay, fine, give us like a number 8, that guy, your winger, his number 82. Adnan. Yes, maybe you say, okay, fine. For him to grow fast, we need to expose him to Premier League. Maybe we say, okay, fine, give us this guy, give us this guy. Maybe just expose him for 6 months or so. Yeah, he plays another level. You can bring something out of that boy. So our database, all the players under FIFA Connect, we register our players from the age of 13. Unlike here, where you said you start to register them at 17. In Zim, it's under 13. Should the scouters get convinced by the potential of the player, obviously, with the contact of the parents, contact of the club, whatsoever, and then the coaches will always take time in terms of learning their characteristics, whatsoever. And naturally, the key coaches of the youth teams and first team coaches now, they work together now. Why? Because of the alignment of our culture. All right, then training quality now. Game-like situations, tackle and tackle right, main repetitions, individual and groups. Obvious, here you also do that. Right, so these are some guidelines in terms of how we structure our operations at Talen Vision Academy.